Dear students, welcome back to online chemistry classes. In the previous session, we have discussed about some important concepts in isomerism, and in this session also one more important concept in isomerism that we are going to discuss, that is optical isomerism. Okay, so you know optical isomerism, that is what here. Optical isomerism depends upon the rotation of plane polarized light. The compounds which are capable of rotating plane polarized light are called as what? Optically active compounds. Okay. If the compound rotate plane polarized light in a clockwise direction, that is called as what? Dextrorotatory compound. Okay. So that is what D compound also we can call it as, or D isomer. If the same compound which rotates plane polarized light in anti-clockwise direction, that is called as what here? Levorotatory compound. Okay. So there is one more term, that is what here, absolute configuration. We can say that R and S configuration in case of optical isomers. So you know, if the compound to exhibit optical isomerism, it should have what? A chiral center. You know the meaning of chiral center. Chiral center means what? The carbon which is attached with what? Four different atoms or groups around it. Such type of carbon is called as what here? Chiral carbon atom, or that center is called as what? Chiral center. Okay. So for that chiral center, we are going to configure, or what we are going to denote R and S configuration. So this R and S configuration is called as what? Absolute configuration. Absolute configuration means what here? It does not require any kind of reference compound. Right? So we have to refer on a compound and we have to give a rotation for that compound. So this kind of R and S configuration do not require any kind of reference compound. That's why this is called as what? Absolute configuration. Okay. So where R indicates what? A rectus. Where R indicates what? A rectus, which means that clockwise rotation of atoms or groups. So that is denoted as what? Here? R configuration. Okay. So where S indicates what? Is sinister. S indicates what? A sinister. Sinister is called as what? An anti-clockwise rotation of atoms or groups. Okay. So R is rectus, nothing but what? Clockwise rotation. S indicates what? Is sinister, nothing but what? An anti-clockwise rotation. Okay. So if there is a one here, what is a clockwise rotation is called as R configuration. Anti-clockwise rotation is called as what here? S configuration. So how to assign R and S configuration to the given compound? Okay. So to assign R and S configuration to the given compound, we have to follow some rules, right? So the rules are, the first rule is what here? Number should be given to the atom which is directly attached to the chiral carbon atom. Okay. So what is the first rule here? Number should be given to the what atom? So number should be given to which atom? That atom should be directly attached to what? Chiral center. Okay. So number should be given. And the second rule is, number should be given on the basis of atomic number of that atom which is attached with chiral center. Okay. So the number is what here? Number is given on the basis of what? Atomic number of the atom which is attached to what? Chiral center. So therefore, higher atomic number, higher will be the priority that we have discussed in the what here? E and Z isomerism. Okay. So higher atomic number, higher priority will be given to that group or an atom. So the next rule is what here? Always try to keep the lower priority groups at the bottom. Okay, so if the atom which is having got a lower priority, so try to bring it to the water at the bottom of the corresponding compound in what? Fisher projection. Okay, so if the given compound is given water in terms of Fisher projection, in that we have to denote R and S configuration. Okay, so let us go for an example. So I'll write an example over here. So this is an what here? A compound, so which has what? A chiral center, yes or no? So this is the carbon which is having got four different groups around it. Okay. So assign the number for the water atoms which are directly attached to the water chiral center. Okay. So priority should be given on the basis of what? Atomic number. Okay. So iodine is what here? Which is having what here? Higher atomic number will be having what? Higher priority. And bromine, next to iodine will be what? Bromine, it will be having what? Second priority. And chlorine will be having what? Third priority. And hydrogen will be having what? Fourth priority. Okay. So First rule is what? A number is given to the atom which is attached to what? A chiral carbon atom. So we have given the number. Number is given on the basis of what here? The number is given on the basis of atomic number, right? How the number is given? Higher the atomic number, higher will be the priority. Iodine, which is having what highest atomic number than bromine and chlorine, that's why the first priority will be given to iodine, second priority will be given to bromine, and third priority will be given to what? Chlorine, and the last priority is given to what? Hydrogen. Okay. What actually the third rule is? Always try to keep the lower priority groups at the bottom. Okay. So here the lower priority group is on the right side. So what we have to do here? We have to bring that lower priority group at the bottom. Okay. To bring that lower priority group, so we have to follow a rule, right? So concentrate here. So this lower priority group has to be, so keeping the the group which is at the top as a constant. We should not rotate the corresponding atom present on the top. So keeping it as a constant, we have to rotate the remaining groups. So if it is on the right side, right, rotate the atoms in a clockwise. Okay, so bring this hydrogen over here, bring this bromine to this, and bring this chlorine to what? Here. Okay, so after this clockwise rotation, so you will get the compound as, so this becomes as here. So the top group will be as remain. So this hydrogen will come at the position of bromine, and bromine will come to the position of what? Chlorine, and chlorine will come to the position of what? Hydrogen. Okay. So now write the numbers over here. First priority, second priority, third priority, and then what? Fourth priority. Now go for the rotation. Rotation should be takes place in this way. First, second, and then what? Third priority. Okay. So here iodine will be having what? First priority, bromine will be having what? Second priority. Therefore the rotation will be in this way. So this is a clockwise rotation or anti-clockwise rotation. It is anti-clockwise rotation. Therefore this will be called as what? S configuration. S configuration. Okay. Similarly, if I go for another compound, the same compound, I will give a different way. So look at this compound. So give the priorities. So this is the first priority, second priority, third priority, fourth priority. Okay. So what we have to do here? So we have to bring the lower priority group at the bottom. Okay. So I'll make a rotation as a clockwise rotation. So I'll bring this hydrogen to the bottom, and I'll bring this bromine to the water at the position of chlorine. I'll bring the chlorine to the water at the position of hydrogen. Okay. So after this rotation, we will have the compound as, so hydrogen will come here, bromine will come here, and chlorine will come to the position of hydrogen, and iodine will be as it is on the same place, right? Keep in mind that you should not rotate the position of the group which is present at the top. Okay. So now assign the numbers over here. Iodine will be carrying first priority, bromine will carry second priority, chlorine will carry third priority, hydrogen will carry fourth priority. Okay. So the rotation will take place as what? 1, 2, 3. Therefore the rotation will be 1, 2, and then 3. Therefore what type of rotation it is? Clockwise rotation. Therefore this is called as what? R isomer. This is called as what? R isomer. Right. So let us go for another one compound as same compound. I'll write in different way. Hydrogen, chlorine, iodine, and then bromine. Okay. So here again assign the numbers based on their atomic number. So the first priority will be given to iodine, second priority will be given to bromine, and third priority will be given to chlorine, and the fourth priority will be given to hydrogen. Right. What is our rule? So always try to bring the lower priority group at the bottom. Okay. So to bring the lower priority group at the bottom in this case, so we have to make 180 degree rotation. Okay, so here it should be moved to what in this place, and fluorine should be what in moved to this place, and iodine should be moved to what here at the position of bromine. Similarly, bromine should be moved to what here at the place of iodine. Okay, so after this rotation, we'll have the compound as. So you are bringing the water hydrogen to the what lower priority group. At here it will be hydrogen. Chlorine will be moved to the water top. Iodine will be moved to the water at the right side, and bromine will come to the water left side. Now assign the numbers. So the numbers will be, iodine will be having what first priority, bromine will have second priority, chlorine will have third priority, hydrogen will have what a fourth priority. Now therefore go for a rotation as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this will be having what a clockwise rotation. Now this is called as what a clockwise rotation means what a R configuration. So students, so we have got the configurations by rotating the water groups based on their priority. So as S configuration, R configuration, and water again R configuration. So it consumes a lot of time and it makes a water complexity or what it will have water difficulties. Like so we have to rotate the groups and we have to water assign the configuration. So it makes a lot of water confusion. So I'll tell you a short trick to assign R and S configuration without rotating the groups or atoms. Okay, so here I'll take the same examples what I have written over here. So I'll take the same example. Okay, so assign the numbers over here based on the atomic number. So the first priority is given to what iodine, second priority to the bromine, third priority is to the water chlorine, and fourth priority will be given to hydrogen. So what we have done previously, we have rotated the groups. Okay, so here I am not going to rotate the groups, and without rotating the groups, I'll definitely assign the water configuration. Okay. So here you assign the configuration without rotating the group and check what type of configuration you are going to get here. Okay. So if it is first priority and it is what second priority and it is what third priority, the rotation will be what in R. Am I correct? Yes or no? We are not bringing the water lower priority group at the bottom, right? We are keeping the lower priority group at its same position. Okay. So here, after assigning the number, I am giving the water configuration. So it is the first prior group, second prior group, and what is third prior group. Therefore, we are getting what type of configuration? R configuration. So when you get the configuration without rotating, write the configuration opposite to the what is the configuration which we have got without rotating the groups. So without rotating the groups, what we have got here? R means what you have to write here? Write it as what? S configuration. It will work for all the compounds. Okay. Without bringing lower prior group at the bottom, you can assign the configuration. You will get the configuration as R. So when you get it as a R, write reverse of that R configuration, you will get what? S configuration. Okay. Now compare this compound with this compound that has got what S configuration, and this will be getting what S configuration only. Reverse. Coming to this one, right? So give the numbering: first priority, second priority, third priority, and then what is fourth priority. Right? Start the rotating. Okay. So when you are rotating here, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then what is 3? What type of rotation it is? Without keeping the lower priority group at the bottom, it is giving us what? S configuration. So without rotating the groups, it is giving us N configuration. What we have to write? Opposite to that what here? R configuration. Am I correct? Right? If it is on the left, if you are getting, if it is on the left, lower priority group is on the left or right, doesn't matter. If the lower prior group is on the right side or on the left side, write the configuration opposite to the configuration you are getting without rotating. Okay. So we are not keeping the lower priority group at the bottom here. So we are getting our configuration and we are writing opposite to that configuration as S configuration. Here in this case also same. If the lower priority group is on the top, if the lower priority group is at the top as well as at the bottom, never write the opposite configuration. Whatever the configuration you are going to get, write it as a same, that will come as a correct only. So first priority will be given to iodine, second priority will be given to bromine, third priority will be given to chlorine, the fourth priority will be given to hydrogen. Okay. So here, whatever the configuration you are going to get, write the same configuration as an answer. That will be right answer only. So first, second, third will be what type of rotation it is? 1, 2, 3. This means what type of rotation it is? Clockwise rotation means what type of configuration it is? R configuration. If it is at the bottom, you will definitely get it as a R configuration only. Okay? Understood now? So without rotating the groups, we are going to get the configuration. Right? Here you are getting R, right opposite to that as S configuration. You are getting S, right, it as R configuration. So right? So this is done when the lower priority groups are present at the right as well as at the left. If the lower priority group is present on the top, do not write opposite configuration, write whatever the configuration you are going to get. Okay? So coming to this compound, assign the numbering. Numbering should be given on the basis of atomic number. So the first atom which is attached with the chiral center is oxygen, therefore first priority is given to oxygen, OH group. Second priority is given to NH3, because atomic number of nitrogen is 7, lesser than oxygen. So here, the similar atoms are directly attached to chiral center. Okay? The rules which I have discussed in the previous video by explaining E and Z configuration, the same rules we have to follow here. The rule is that when the same atom is attached to the chiral center, go for the atomic number of next atom. If the next atom is also coming as the same, go for the next atom in the same group. Okay? So here, the next 3 atoms are hydrogens only. Here, the next 2 atoms are hydrogens and the next atom is carbon. Therefore, the priority is given to CH2, CH3. It is about a third priority and it will be about a fourth priority. Okay? Now, the least priority group is present on which side it is? On the top. No need to rotate the groups. Directly go forward, writing the configuration, what you are going to get. So this is the first and this is the second and this is the third. Therefore, the rotation will be R or S configuration. It is S rotation. Therefore, this is called as S configuration. Okay. Coming to this one. So the first priority is given to COOH. Why? Because the first atom is attached with Carbon. Next is oxygen. Oxygen then hydrogen. Here also same carbon. Here also same. Here also same. Here also same. So all the 4 groups in which the first atom is same atom only. That's why we have to go for next atom. In this case, the next is oxygen. Here also next is oxygen. COH it can be. And in this case, next is hydrogen. But here next is oxygen. Therefore, the first priority is given to carboxylic acid group. And the second priority is given to atomatical aldehyde group. Third priority is CH2, CH3. As I have discussed in the previous example. This is the third priority. And this will be given as fourth priority. Okay. So when the least prior group is on the top, write the configuration whatever you are going to get. So therefore it is the first, second, third means the rotation will be in this way. Right. So therefore you are going to get what type of configuration it is. It is a clockwise rotation. Therefore it is called as R configured compound. R called as R configuration. Okay. So these are some examples to show or to write R and S configuration. So students, let us discuss assigning the R and S configuration for a compound which are having more than one chiral center. Okay, so far we have discussed about what are assigning the R and S configuration for a compounds which are having what only one chiral center. So here we will discuss about what are the compounds which are having what more than one chiral carbon compounds. To such compounds, how to assign R and S configuration. Okay, so I've taken an example wherein you can see there are two chiral centers for this compound. Okay, so I've given the number according to the IUPAC system. So therefore, this is one chiral center and this is what another chiral center. Okay, so in this compound there are two chiral centers are available. So for such compounds, how to assign R and S? Okay, so I'll try to assign the R and S configuration for second chiral center first, and after that I'll move to the water assigning the R and S configuration for third chiral center. Okay, so first I'll move on to the what second one. To write R and S configuration for second chiral center, so I'll write this compound as. So the compound can be written as. So here this will be second chiral center is attached with hydrogen and then what is OH. And this whole group I will write it as CH, OH, CH2, OH. I'll write it as what here? CH, OH. Okay? CH, OH and attached with what is CH2, OH group. CH2, OH group. Okay? So therefore, so this is what a one chiral center? Yes or no? Okay? So if it is one chiral center, we have to go for the what? Assigning the numbers. So numbers should be assigned on the basis of what their atomic number. So we have to see. So what is the first priority given to which group here? OH group, because oxygen is attached with a carbon atom, so therefore its atomic number is greater than carbon atom. So next in this case, in these two, both the groups are attached with what? The same atom carbon. So the next one is what? Here it is hydrogen and here it is what? Oxygen. It should be COH. Okay. So the second priority is given to what? Aldehyde group. And third priority is given toward this one, and fourth priority is given toward hydrogen. Okay, so as I said, the rules to follow the rules. What is the rule is that the lower priority group is to be what bring to the bottom. But I have also explained the examples that what without bringing the what lower priority group at the bottom, we can also assign the configuration. So first assign the configuration, write the opposite configuration of that, you will get the what correct answer. So assign the configuration for this one. First one, second one, and then what the third one means what? It will be giving as what a yes configuration. So if it is giving as a yes configuration, so we have to read it as what a R configuration. Because we are not bringing the what a lower prior group at the what a bottom. So where the R configuration getting at which chiral center? Second chiral center. Yes or no? That's why it is called as what a 2R for second chiral center. Go for the what? Third chiral center, how the corresponding configuration becomes as. Okay, so I'll write this compound as. So we have to keep this group as the same and we have to convert it as a what? As a single group. Okay, so I'll write it as, it will be what? CH2OH. This will be H and this will be what here? OH and this will be what here? CH, CHO. So this group becomes as what is CH, OH and then what is CHO. Okay, CH, OH, CHO. So this is what is third chiral center. Okay, after assigning the third chiral center, go for the what numbering to the what is higher prior groups as well as what lower prior groups. So it will carry what first priority and what is next. This group will carry what is second priority because here the first atom is what? Carbon. Okay, the next two atoms are hydrogens, and but the next atom is what? Hydrogen, and the next atom is what? Oxygen. Therefore this will carry what? Second priority, and this will carry what? Third priority, and this will carry what? Fourth priority. As I told, without bringing the what lower prior group to the what bottom, you can assign the configuration. First assign the configuration and write the opposite configuration of that. You will get the right answer. So first, second, third means what here? So the rotation will be in this way. Okay, rotation is what? Clockwise means it is getting what in R means what we have to write here? Opposite configuration. What is that? Yes configuration. Yes configuration. Where the yes configuration is taking place? At the what? Third chiral center. Therefore this is what here? 3s. Therefore we have to write its configuration as 2R comma 3s configuration. 2r 3s configuration. So this is how we can write the what here R and S configuration for the what here compounds which are having more than one chiral center.
Okay.